Did you hear what the alleged killer said to his roommate as to why he killed Charlie Kirk? He said, "You cannot negotiate hate." And I'm thinking the absolute hypocrisy of this man. This man is the one who's full of hate. So much hatred, he's willing to take out someone's life. Did Charlie Kirk do anything to this alleged killer? Nothing. He just spoke, but he never hurt him in any particular way. He never stole from him or injured him in any way. Yet this man who is full of hatred is trying to take away a life that he thinks and he judges as being full of hatred. But this is why Jesus said in Matthew chapter 7, verse 3, "Why do you look at the speck of sawdust in your brother's eye and pay no attention to the log in your own eye?" This killer is not even realizing he not only has a log, but he has an entire forest of trees in his eyes. And yet he thinks he's going to snuff out a person who has a little splinter in his eye. Do you see the hypocrisy? But can I say there's a lesson for all of us? If you have hatred in your heart towards someone, you can never help a person you hate. You hear that? Don't tell yourself, "I'm going to do something good for someone," when you have a hatred in your heart. You have to get that hatred out of your heart before you can even talk to someone and be able to help them. I recently came across a situation where a widow was explaining why she's not going to follow the will and wishes of her deceased husband. The first thing she does, you know what she does? She begins to bash her husband. She begins to criticize him and talk about how mean he was. And I'm thinking, he was never mean. He was very kind. They loved each other. But what is she doing? She's about to act against his wishes. So to do this, she has to justify herself. She has to bash her husband. Then she bashes the daughter, saying, "You don't even love your dad." And I'm thinking, where is this coming from? But see, she's about to do wrong, and she did. But to do wrong, she has to convince herself everybody else is evil but her. And that's what Charlie Kirk did. He had to convince himself that not Charlie Kirk, but the alleged killer, he had to convince himself that Charlie Kirk was evil and that he was righteous. Isn't that what people always do? They convince themselves they're in the right and everyone else is in the wrong. Friend, this is the problem with judging people, is you begin to live in self-deception. You convince yourself you're right and everyone's wrong. Some of you are in that trap right now. Now, maybe you're not going to go kill anybody, but you're a murderer in your heart, Jesus said, because when you're angry with your brother, Jesus said you have murdered in your heart.